The disparity is probably not as much as it would seem at first glance. Those assassins do a ridiculous amount of DPS if left unmitigated on the guild lords.
Also, Blinding Surge doesn't really work to stop lord damage because you still gain 30 points of lord damage when you swing through a blind.
In fact, Blinding Surge can actually increase overall lord damage because I've seen teams use the tactic of balling all their characters on the guild lord, so even the monks and the midline characters gain 30 DPS per wand hit or spear hit through blind.
So, OG, although playing well, is in a slightly worse position here, especially because they won't really be able to pull out any miracle wipes on Barcode. You see that their bars are completely full here. Well, you know, all it takes for OG to wipe is a couple casts through backfire and one good assassin combo.
It looks like they're running a flag on Enigma again. I don't know if I agree with that decision.
And right as I say that, a really nice spike kill comes through on Shammy, which is Stop Flaming, the Barcode's monk. However, they're not really in position to turn it into a monk wipe here.
And Enigma's having a lot of problems getting this flag in. He nearly just got 4-point blocked in a circle there.
Barcode got the first boost for them, so all their SIGs are going to be back, which is probably even more crucial than all their skills, but that gives them refresh, Signet of Humilities, new backfires.
It also
And they were being trained on the way out right now.
Yeah, it also eliminates the DP they've taken on the several spike kills they've gotten on the Sin.
Enigma can't heal party uncontested here. He can still squeeze them off through the assassin, but it's not the same as just free casting them. And you see the monks taking that backfire and visions damage here, this is exactly why they're in a worse position. It looks like they might even be in position to chain wipe here if one of these monks goes down.
The timing of this is quite bad as well.
Thankfully they've managed to stabilize as they fall back, but I mean, they're going to have such a brutal time getting a
Ego
flag
appears
through.
to be pushing deep into OG's base to make sure he stays on the heal party.
Crucial to see at the back, Sad Snowman taking a flag out the back door and looping around to the flag stand, but there is a Yaw Necro there, so he will not be able to get this through without dying.
It looks like Nelson and Ralph are going to make a play into Barcode's base now that the Necro is not in position to respond to the split. They have to do something here to...
The problem with that is that all the warriors and the Necro are gone from OG's base, so they can't mitigate damage very easily.
He's
If
going for
Barcode
Knight,
wants
there's
to...
no healers in position to deal with it right now. Looks like he's getting it.
Especially now that they lost all their damage, if Barcode really stomps monks here, there's not that much mitigating them from putting pressure through and getting kills.
It looks like Guy has given up on his attempt to run the flag, and now Barcode is sending Arclight back to deal with the Necro and Nelson.
Looks like they're diving deep on Hates. One good strip on Guardian here will be game-ending for Barcode.
Knocked on
KD'd on
Guardian
Guardian.
and stripped.
If Ralph wasn't so low on health, they might be able to get that. I don't know if they
He's
can.
gonna
though.
die. I think. Yep.
Hates is definitely down. Looks like they'll be able to clear the entire boat here.
It looks like Arclight's coming back.
They're choosing to kill Arclight instead of getting boat NPCs. Not sure I really agree with this decision.
I don't think
Arclight did not open with Oppressive Gaze. That might have saved him.
I don't think they would have been able to get both NCCs.
They definitely need to fall out now that the fact that both characters will be base resing in only 10 seconds.
Ralph choosing to perhaps sack himself out before time. No.
Nope.
Looks like he'll be escaping though.
I don't think that was intentional.
He got hit with a yaw. He's definitely going to need Nelson to help him go. Oh, it looks like they got away. And OG is again trying to push a flag on their... well, excuse me, they already have a flag cap.
Late flag coming out here. Coming out on Hates himself. It'll be interesting to see if they double back now that there's no healer in the base.
Yeah, it appears Ralph is...
And not all that much going on at this time, just kind of standard. Both teams hitting each other, neither team really taking pressure. There aren't really any pressure windows to be exploited. You can see Enigma is in position to free cast heal party with no one on him. In fact, the first real actions happening
does
here.
OG
Assassin
already
trying
have
to swim
another
through.
flag out, or no?
No, they don't. Enigma's going back to get a backup flag.
Yeah, if they had another flag at the stand, they may have been able to exploit being up on flags for a little bit, but...
Case is in position to run Barcode's next flag.
Huge that they don't really have to defend with him. It's going to give him a lot of windows to push in. You can see OG's not really splitting anymore. In fact, as soon as I say that, Dragon Lord Nelson escapes straight through the front.
He's gonna walk right into a Yado.
Yeah, he's walked straight into our flag.
He gets corralled by Barbed Arc Blade.
Corralled, I like that word.
Can't always be saying contained.
You gotta mix it up.
Can.
Keep it fresh. And
And
what do
Ralph
my
is-
fellow casters think as we wind into the end game here? What do you guys think both teams need to be doing to get in position for 28 minutes? Because it's
Well,
looking like this is 28 minutes for sure.
If OG wants a chance, they definitely need to send more damage into Barcode's base, because right now they only have the damage threat of the Necro, and it looks like Nelson's going now, but definitely Barcode's in a great position, and they could just push into OG's pit uncontested right now if they wanted to get some more damage.
I agree that OG definitely needs to send more than 2 people now that it's getting closer to 28.
Well, yeah,
And-
OG has a window to kill Barcode right now. All they have is their heal monk in OG's
Flaming.
base.
It looks like they've spec'd double balance stance on each monk, so that gives them a little bit of more survivability. So one monk could leave the stand, and maybe the war monk has a little bit longer to survive by himself.
Window's over now. Pro monk is back in
Monk
range.
returned.
Coming up here to 28, I definitely think that Barcode should just be pushing into the Lord Pit and starting to get Lord damage. I mean, the Knights are down. There's just 2 archers and a Guild Lord to do damage to them. They definitely need to...
The problem is their advantage is razor thin, and if you overcommit too early, you might throw it all away. And so they're hesitant about pushing in like that. In fact, now as you see that 3 damage characters are out, so they're going to choose to play defensively here. The prop monk is following the warrior that left. So it's 2 warriors and 1 necromancer out against a flagger, a prop monk, and a necromancer.
It looks like Jaden is going to come and snare Flaming. Oh no, never mind, sorry. Yeah, if Jaden had been able to... Oh, that's not good.
That's not Jaden.
No, but I would like to see the Water Ellie snare Flaming on his way out for them to create a little bit more of an opportunity
He is trying, but he's getting camped by interrupts at the moment.
and diversion.
See, that's why I think Barcode should have pushed in to get some Lord damage earlier, because now that so many OG players are out, there's no way that they're going to be able to push in with just 1 monk now.
I wouldn't be surprised if instead of pushing in and going for lord damage, they just try and turn and kill these monks here. They don't have the flagger anymore. That's no heal parties.
Yeah.
If they can keep the assassins clean from the blind and the blurred, it's going to be a huge problem.
It looks like Barcode is now pushing for Lord damage.
For those who don't know, Basil's detective agency is Barcode. I think we forgot to clarify that at the start, but their original guild was just a series of I's and L's, making it look like a barcode. And since they have the same tag, the name stuck.
Yeah, OG definitely realizes they need to get more damage into Barcode's base at this point.
They don't really have all that much healing out. Enigma is in such an exposed position. 2 necromancers. I don't really approve of the 2 necromancers back. I'd really like to see
I do.
the mesmer back.
No,
He's
no,
got
I-
diversions for killing that 1 monk.
I actually definitely like the 2 Necros back because it gives the Mesmer the opportunity to still get Lord damage, whereas the Necros don't have any direct damage really.
Empathy really assists their capacity for Lord damage.
It's nice, but I'd really like to see them with the kill threat on this side. But the 2 necros is such a defensive way to play it with all those hexes.
Yeah, now
And
they
conditions.
essentially have 2 monks and 2 defensive necromancers back here, which really hurts OG's chances for Lord damage, but it looks like they're going for some now.
Getting quite a bit of lord damage.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot more than Barcode's getting.
Having the
And
Linger
they cap the
Necromancer
tower.
back is a little wasted right now. The Defile isn't coming into play without any physicals to hit the 1 monk there.
It looks like Enigma is taking pressure, though, from having to keep up all 4 characters.
There's not much of a kill threat. 1 physical touching him right now would kill him.
Or
Yeah, it appears they're
even
gonna
if they
have to
had
pull
1
out.
mesmer back. This is like they've done a good job of chasing them out, but they're and here comes the mesmer to kill them out.
Yeah, this Mesmer might be able to...
This Mesmer is going to potentially end the game for them after time. He's got backfire on him, he can't cast.
Yeah.
This is a really good play by Barcode, waiting for OG to get really pressured in the base and then sending back more damage to finish them off, because now they have a
Arc light down. I don't know how that happened.
huge opportunity to
It's not going to matter, they
make
have
a push
Snakes
on the
back from
Guild Lord.
boosting. I assume that they'll be running a flag out on their Necromancer shortly to prevent OG from boosting. Actually, they can't continue the chain wipe, so it looks like OG's going to have another chance to push in. Flag won't be getting out. But now, on the other side, Barcode's getting all the Lord damage, and they have to keep 2 monks back. Actually, no, Ori's out of the base. Ori is going to support the split. Ori's the low monk.
They're relying on the Bodyguard and Blinding Surge to keep the Lord alive versus these Sins.
And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe these assassins...
If they realize this, they could potentially kill Trojan, but it appears they're only focused on getting Lord damage.
I think they're making the right decision by only getting Lord damage. It would be so much wasted time trying to kill a prop monk and a blinder without the Dom Mesmer. And see, now I wish the Dom Mesmer was on the other side.
It looks like OG's getting another boost, which will eliminate some of that DP they just took.
Looks like they're going for the trick-or-treat bag strategy now, trying to end it before 28. Because the Guild Lord only drops trick-or-treat bags.
Yeah, OG's maybe catching up a little bit on their Lord damage deficiencies right here.
I think you're right,
they're
Joe.
outpacing them.
This Divine Knight looks in no danger of dying right now.
Yeah, pretty big
definitely
mistake.
should
That
not.
was several 30 seconds worth of Lord damage. In fact, more piling up here.
I
They're
just
choosing
want
to
to
get
point
back
out
on the
that
Guild Lord here.
although it doesn't look like that Barcode is getting a lot of Lord damage, they're still increasing their total aggression a lot because Trojan is having to blind these Sins, and that increases aggression.
And on the other side, it looks like OG might be wiping after time, seeing as how they're taking so much degen from Necros and damage from the Mesmer. Ori forced to cast through Visions takes almost 200 damage
Enigma
on 2
needs to get his
casts.
Healer's Boons up.
I took a duck.
First one down. Even time spent sigging in this situation. Sigging is using res sig. Even time spent doing that is less Lord damage gained.
Yeah, Dark Rays is a valid point in Observer Chat. Heal Party would be much more efficient usage of his energy in this situation.
He's high set. I'm watching him swap weapon sets right now. I don't think he has the energy for Heal Party.
If he gets a glyph up.
He just uses Flip though.
He got a glyph and used it on Cure Hex and Words of Comfort.
Well, at that point, yeah, but right before.
And that looks like the end of the road for OG's Lord damage, maybe. They're about to take deaths on 3 damage characters.
They've still got a fair bit. I don't know, Barcode has been in position to get Lord damage for a long time.
I'm gonna go ahead and call this one now in favor of Barcode easily. They've been getting so much uncontested.
The constant blind on the 2 assassins has almost been hurting them more than it's been helping OG, I think. Because that is a lot of damage. If you every time they miss with blind on them, that's the equivalent of 30 damage per hit, and assassins just attack so fast. That is a lot of damage.
And Enigma going in and trying to wand for any last minute Lord damage. He knows he's not going to make it back.
The blind aggressiveness change was
In June.
about 2 months ago?
Happened in
longer
June.
than that.
4 months ago, wow.
No, because we run a gold cape in gold by basically abusing blinding physicals on the Lord damage.
It's not a glitch or bug, it prevents people from just turtling with a V-Surge and
And there it
Lord
is.
damage.
Barcode pulls out the win on Lord damage. I really like the strategies by OG. What do the casters think they could have done better to pull out the win?
They needed to split more than 2 people. Most of that game, I think.
I think they could have held up better in their last push if Enigma had been using his energy more efficiently.
As for now, do you want to wait till second round game